Kristen from the Oosterhout Free Library, and I'm here today with my pals, the sharks, because I think sharks are pretty cool. Don't you? One of the things that I like about sharks is that they're such great swimmers, and I love to swim. Do you like to swim? Well, today we're going to do an activity that you can do at home that demonstrates one of the reasons how sharks are such good swimmers. But first, I have a story that I want to share with you. It's about a boy named Nate, and Nate loves sharks. He knows all their names, he knows some of the facts about them, but what he doesn't know is he doesn't know how to swim. In fact, he's a little bit scared of learning how to swim, but he decides to take swimming lessons because he wants to be able to be a good swimmer just like his favorite animal, the sharks. So like I said, his name is Nate, and the name of the book is called Shark Nate O. That's what his family calls him. So let's get started with the story.
Shark Nate O by Tara Webby and Becky Caddy, illustrated by Daniel Duncan, and published by Little Bee Books. Nate loved sharks. Ooh, look at his room. All those shark books, cool posters. And that one says, "Sharks are jawsome." He read shark books, watched sharks on TV, and talked about sharks non-stop. Did you know that hammerheads are the smartest sharks? Lantern sharks glow in the dark. Bull sharks can swim in both salt and fresh water. Nate pretended he was a frightful, biteful, great white shark at home. Chomp! And at the park, chomp! And at school, chomp! Watch out, it's Sharknado! You know, I'm the only real shark in this family, his older brother Alex said. You can't even swim. Chomp, Nate answered back. But Alex was right. Luckily, Nate had a plan of attack. On Monday, at his first swim lesson, Nate told Coach Deborah, "I'm a shark. I was born swimming. Watch this. Splash." He thrashed about like a thresher shark, but his fins failed and his gills gurgled. Nate wasn't frightful or biteful. He didn't feel like a great white shark. He felt like a great white wimp. On Tuesday, Nate was nervous about getting back into the pool. Sharks are fearless, he reminded himself, slowly testing the water. Coach Deborah showed him how to blow bubbles, and after a few mouthfuls of water, he got the hang of it. Then Nate put his whole face in the water. His eyes stung, but he adapted. "Now come off the steps and onto this kickboard," Coach Deborah told him. "Oh, we're going to need a bigger float," Nate said. "Don't worry," said Coach Deborah. "You won't sink." Can I have a sharkier color?" asked Nate. "All right," said Coach Deborah. "Now hold on tight while I pull you." On Wednesday, Nate kicked like a carnivore. On Thursday, he floated fiercely. And on Friday, he paddled like a predator. "Fantastic," Coach Deborah said. And Nate whispered a tiny little chomp. After practicing his tail off for weeks, Nate decided he was ready to swim without any help. Sharks must keep moving at all times or else, Nate told himself, and he let go of the wall. At first, he nosed around the shallow end like a big, slow Greenland shark. Chomp. But after a while, Nate began to find his stride. He glided gracefully into deeper water like a blue shark. Chomp! Before long, he figured it out. He even surprised himself when he ripped through the water like a speedy mako shark. Chomp, chomp, chomp! Nate could swim on his own, but there was still one problem. I need to swim with the sharks. He freestyled ferociously. Eat my bubbles, Alex! Crowd cheered. Sharknado! 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 Nate smiled a big, sharky grin. He had his bite back. He didn't have to pretend anymore. He was jawsome. Chomp!
That Nate. He sure knew a lot about sharks. And now he knows a lot more about swimming. And today you're going to learn a little bit about both sharks and swimming. Now, shark is a type of fish. And like all fish who are in the water, they spend most of their time swimming. They're looking for food, and they're also looking for oxygen. They need oxygen too, just like us. We breathe oxygen in from the air in our lungs, and that helps us to breathe. But fish use their gills to filter out the oxygen that's in the water.
So what helps a fish to swim? Well, it's not the floaties or the rubber tube we see on our shark friend here. One of the things that helps is something called buoyancy. Buoyancy helps fish float. But the way in which fish float and sharks float are very different. Fish have a swim bladder filled with gas. This helps them to float a little bit. It increases their buoyancy. But sharks don't have a swim bladder. They have a liver, and it's filled with oil.
So today, we're going to do an experiment using oil to see just how oil can help a shark float. Let's get started. Now, what you need is a bottle of water. I have a 16.9 ounce because I want to make it a little bit bigger to show you guys at home. But if you have an 8 ounce, that's perfect. And oil, it doesn't have to be olive oil. It could be any vegetable cooking oil that you have. And again, this is equal size. It's 16.9 ounce. And you're going to need a container to hold water. Now, I'm going to show you a bigger container. Like again, you don't need it. I'm just going a little bit bigger so you can see what I mean. So I have a larger container of water than you need. I'm just doing that for a demonstration today. You can use this much smaller container of water and you should get the similar results. So you're going to make a prediction first. Do you think the water bottle will sink or float? Do you think that the oil bottle will sink or float?
So go ahead, pause, make your prediction, and then put the bottles in the container of water. Check out my results here. All right, I put the bottle of water in, and it sinks. And here, I'll show you there, it's sunk. Now let's try the other bottle. Now we're going to try the oil. And as you can see, it is not sinking like the water bottle. In fact, if I let it, it would go right upside down inside of that bucket. Now that's something to smile about. Keep swimming, Mr. Shark.
Well, I hope you had fun learning a little bit about sharks. And be sure to check out our Fairy Tale Fun Sharks for some more shark fun. See you later. Bye.